There is a specific kind of photograph where a woman looks older than she feels, and nothing in it is obviously wrong. The clothes are tasteful, the grooming is careful, but something has landed differently than she intended, and she cannot quite name it. It is not a failure of effort. It is almost never that. The difference between a woman who looks current and one who reads as settled into a version of herself that stopped moving, it almost never lives in the quality of what she owns. It lives in a handful of visual details so familiar, she stopped noticing them. Today, we are going through 7 of them, not as prohibitions, but as the exact logic of why each one works against her and the precise alternative that changes the reading entirely. The first one is about hemline, but it is not the hemline conversation most women have already had. Most women have been told that a longer hem is more elegant, and in most cases, that is true. What no one specifies is that there is a range, roughly from 3 inches below the knee to 4 inches above the ankle, that creates the opposite effect. A hem that falls anywhere in that window catches the calf at its widest point. The eye stops there. The leg looks shorter. The silhouette gains weight it did not have. Just below the knee, where the leg still tapers, or full ankle length, where the line travels all the way to the floor. Both work. The middle does not. Grace Kelly wore full-length skirts not because modesty required it, but because she understood that a hemline with a destination is always more powerful than one that stops somewhere inconvenient. The middle is where most women live, and it is not the only place where playing it safe becomes the thing working quietly against her. For most of the 20th century, matching the handbag to the shoes was considered the mark of a truly pulled-together woman. What it reads as now is finished, not in the sense of complete, but in the sense of closed. Like a room where everything coordinates so perfectly that there is nothing left to discover, no thread to pull, no signal that a deliberate choice was made at all. The woman who looks composed without appearing to have tried almost always has one item that came from somewhere else entirely. A bag in a different leather, a shoe in a slightly different neutral. The contrast is what creates the sense that the look was chosen rather than assembled. One deliberate mismatch is not an error in judgment. It is the signal that she dressed herself, not that she was dressed. The same logic surfaces somewhere else in the wardrobe, somewhere she would not immediately expect it. There is a specific shape of blouse, longer at the hem, boxy through the body, designed to skim, that became standard in most wardrobes past 40 because it seemed forgiving. What it does in practice is erase the waist entirely, which adds visual weight to the center of the figure and makes the whole silhouette read as shapeless rather than intentional. The blouse that was meant to solve the problem is often the thing creating it. The fix is not a fitted shirt. It is a front tuck. The hem pulled through the waistband at the front only, left loose at the back. The back stays out because a full tuck signals effort. The front tuck signals decision. That is not the same thing. Diane Keaton has never worn a truly fitted silhouette in her life, and she is among the most consistently stylish women of her generation because there is always one element in what she wears that proves a choice was made. The front tuck is that element. It takes 4 seconds and changes the entire reading of the figure, though there is one item women reach for specifically because it is supposed to signal polish, and it quietly undoes everything else around it. This is the most precise detail on this list. A round toe pump in a nude or flesh tone, block heel or kitten heel, rounded front, entirely inoffensive, is one of the most common shoes a woman owns past 50. It is also the silhouette that has become the visual shorthand for a woman who is dressed rather than dressing. Nothing about it is cheap or wrong. It simply signals that she is working from a framework she learned a long time ago and has not revisited. The swap is exact. An almond toe or pointed toe pump in the same color, the same heel height. The pointed or almond toe creates a line that draws the eye forward, elongates the foot, and signals that a choice was made this morning rather than decades ago. Audrey Hepburn's ballet flat was not elegant despite being simple. It was elegant because it had a shape with direction. The round toe stops the eye. The almond toe moves it. That is the only difference. And it changes the entire reading of the foot and everything above it. This is the gap I built the Elegant Woman 50+ protocol to close. I kept watching women identify exactly what was working against them and still not know how to rebuild their presence from the inside, because the advice they found was always general where they needed specific. The protocol works through the refinement stack, the exact order in which elegance installs, from how you dress, to how you hold a conversation, to how you move through a room. It is linked below. But there are 3 more details on this list, and one of them is something almost no one says plainly. This one has nothing to do with going gray or staying dark. It has to do with dimension, or the absence of it. Hair that is one uniform color, whether all over brown, all over blonde, or all over gray, reads flat against the face. Flat hair makes the face read flat. And the face reading flat is almost always what ages a woman in a photograph, not the face itself. The fix is not a transformation. It is variation. Pieces slightly lighter near the face, slightly deeper underneath, so the light has somewhere to land and somewhere to leave. Ask a colorist for variation near the hairline, not a color change. Isabella Rossellini has been one of the most photographed faces in the world for more than 5 decades, partly because her hair always carries movement in the light. Not a radical shift, a few degrees of difference. The light catches, the face comes forward, and what the face does then is the thing the next detail either supports or quietly works against. A jewelry set worn in its entirety, earrings, necklace, and bracelet from the same collection, at the same time, reads as finished in the same way the matched bag and shoes do. It signals that someone completed a look rather than built one. And a look completed in a shop window is never as alive as one assembled over time by someone who knows exactly what she wanted. The logic is this: one piece from the set, not all 3. If the necklace is doing the work, the earrings step back or disappear entirely. If the earrings are the statement, the necklace does not compete. Coco Chanel removed the last accessory before leaving the house not because she was a minimalist, but because she understood that restraint is a form of authority. The woman who does not need everything is more compelling than the woman who wore it all. That same logic has one more application, and it is the one that changes how the face reads in every room she enters. A crew neck, a high round neck, a boat neck. Any neckline that creates a straight horizontal line across the collarbone or chest puts a visual barrier between the clothes and the face. The eye lands on that line and stops. The face sits above it like a picture hung too high on a wall, present but not integrated. This is why some outfits that are objectively correct still feel slightly wrong in the mirror. The neckline is doing something the wearer was never told about. A neckline with direction, a V, an open collar, a soft draped scoop, creates a line that moves upward toward the face. The eye follows it. The face becomes the destination the whole outfit is leading toward, which is exactly what it should be. An unbuttoned collar works the same way. So does a wide scoop or an asymmetric drape. The neckline just needs somewhere to go. This is why the V-neck has never aged out of any era, not because it is timeless in the abstract sense, but because it is a geometry that serves the face rather than competing with it. Once she understands that, the high round collar will never feel like a neutral choice again. Elegance does not age. What ages is a set of choices made once, lived with for years, never revisited. Not because she forgot to look, but because no one told her what to look for or where the looking needed to happen. The specific is the thing. It always was. Now, she has it. You now have the specific logic behind each of these, the exact swap, the exact reason it works. What is harder to hold is the principle underneath all of it, why these details matter, how they connect, and what to reach for when the next decision comes, and there is no list in front of you. That is the gap the Elegant Woman 50+ protocol was built to close. I put it together after years of watching women who understood everything in principle still feel slightly off in practice, not because they needed more information, but because no one had ever shown them the stack those rules come from. The protocol works through the refinement stack across 30 days, how you move through a room and make an entrance without announcing it, how you hold a conversation with the one question that makes the other person feel genuinely chosen, how you set a table on an ordinary Tuesday so that sitting down to dinner feels like an occasion without anything being performed. It costs something because it took real time to build. The link is below.